We are here in Philadelphia, PA, the city of brotherly love. It's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, because that's how winning is done. Welcome to the road. Philly is really neat. Philly is extremely easy to walk around, but it's not like Vegas where you can walk one direction and see stuff on the left and the right. You can go one direction, you can make it left, you can make it right, you can make it diagonal, and there's just restaurants and stuff, and Philly's happening. Hey, may I please order a cheesesteak? Yeah, just provolone cheese and just meat, that's it with me.
Bro, how did I get both like you?
Oh, shit.
I bet everyone asks you.
Yeah, food and stew. All right, so you can't come to Philadelphia and not get cheesesteaks. So we have cheesesteaks. Next is gonna be guest pass and training. We have like 6 or 7 episodes of guest pass. We have a workout with Danny Jacob, and we have about 4 different cheesesteak places that I want to try. Oh boy. I was born in Crozier Hospital, just south Philly, and then we moved 30 minutes south, Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, and Westchester, Pennsylvania. So cheesesteaks is kind of how I grew up. But this is the first time I've had a Philly cheesesteak 20 years or so since I've moved away. We're so good at it. If we're going 0 to 5, and that's our ZMF scale, I'm gonna give this one a 3.5. And it's because we're in Philly and we just started trying stuff. It's really good, but I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I know I'm expecting something to blow it away. So what we're trying to do is get lean enough to be within striking distance, go on stage, compete, go on stage and compete, but during that whole time, I'm gonna gently try to fill out and become a little bigger and a little tighter. So get super lean and then gently start pushing it all back under supervision so we don't spill over. If I come in too lean too soon, I get flat, I get depleted. If I stay too big and stay too full, I spill over and I look fat. Look at those guys. They're doing wheelies. Philadelphia is entertaining. So we're doing 4 shows, but really we're doing 1. If I did this in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, where there was 1 house for every 1,000 acres, they would call the police and the helicopter. But if you're in the middle of Philadelphia, this is the 5th time we've seen a different group of recreational vehicles go by. Yo, Philadelphia knows how to party. You don't need motocross tracks in Philadelphia. This is City Hall here in Philadelphia. This is a complicated building. I can't even imagine when they were sketching this out, they're like, we're gonna have a pillar here and texture here and a jam here and a gargoyle here and a jam-a-lamb here. Build it. It just seems so complicated. this will be our home for the next 3 days. I like it. Today was a long day. The flight was supposed to be 4.5 hours. I think it took us closer to 9 to get it all finished. But it's okay. We are home. We are at my room. I'm going to bed. We will wake up in the morning. We have guest pass, 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 the road. So we have a lot coming. I need to sleep. So today we've been filming guest pass. We started this morning at Fusion Gyms. We did this gym this morning for guest pass. It was awesome. Then we went to Power Build. Hey, we are in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania at Power Build Gym. Then we did Alpha Flights. Today we are in Downingtown, Pennsylvania at Alpha Flight Gym. And now we're back at Fusion Gyms because of this. This Cybertruck says Relentless on it. And if I'm not mistaken, this truck is owned by Tony, who owns this gym. So let's go see if we can find Tony. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Hey, bro.
Welcome to the Philadelphia Museum of Art. These are the iconic stairs. If you've seen Rocky 1 and 2, you remember him running up these stairs. And it was cool because in the first Rocky movie, he was starting his training and he couldn't run up these stairs. Remember, he got to the top and he was winded and he had to stop and he was breathing real heavy and he really couldn't do it. But by the end of the movie, he was running up these stairs easy, backwards, sideways, getting to the top and having celebrations. And hopefully we can have our own celebration soon. Because that story of Rocky is about this underdog that no one really knew and who was given a chance at one of the biggest fights, the biggest championship, the biggest title in the world. If I win that show, we'll be a new IFBB pro. It's something I've been trying to do for 20 years, and I failed a few times in the past, so I relate to Rocky. We're both from Philadelphia. We both just want to go the distance. Neither one of us want to be, covered in yachts and private jets and all that stuff. I just want to go the distance. I started bodybuilding because I loved it. I discovered the sport of bodybuilding. I discovered the Mr. Olympia, the IFBB professional category, all of that stuff, and that became my goal, to see how far I could pursue that direction in professional bodybuilding and amateur bodybuilding. So I feel like Rocky. I feel like the underdog. I feel like I've been fighting a long time, and this is one of my opportunities. So I'm gonna get it. I think that most of us can relate to Rocky because winning is reserved for one person. Most of us are trying, most of us are in this challenging state of mind where, are we gonna make it? Are we not gonna make it? What is my best move? What should my next move be to pursue my career, to pursue my goal, pursue my dream? A lot of us share that. A lot of us share that anxiety. A lot of us share those similar goals. And that's what the Iron Family is really about. It's about support. I know what you're doing and you know what I'm doing. Whether you're in a basement 1,000 miles away or whether you're on stage competing right next to me, chances are we don't hang out every day, but we're living the same lifestyle and we're going through the same struggles, and I relate to that. And I want you to have my support because I know that a lot of you out there support me. And that's one of the things that really keeps me going. When I'm walking around and somebody comes up and says hi to me, or somebody takes a picture with me, or somebody sends me a message, that is the community. That is the bodybuilding industry. That's the bodybuilding community. We don't have a union. You don't sign up or anything like that. If you are posting, if you are going to the gym, if you are being part of the online scene, if you're going to the expos, if you're saying hi to other bodybuilders in person, you are the bodybuilding industry. You are the scene. You are the wheel moving the entire sport. So we're all in this absolutely together. There are no tiers. We are a big family, and that is what the Iron Family is. Support each other, encourage the gym, no matter what the goal is. Go in there and do it. Bodybuilding, powerlifting, CrossFit, boxing, no matter what. You're trying, you're giving out effort, you have goals, you have dreams, you have whatever it might be. Fine, hold on to it. I'll support it.
and I'll be behind you. And that's what this whole brand is about, and that's what I wanted to bring, that support publicly as much as I could. So no matter where you are, no matter what basement you are, in the back country of anywhere, you know the Iron family supports you and you're part of it. You're not alone, you're not doing your own thing. You're part of a support network, you're part of an Iron family. And when we get together and you say hi, that's our family reunion. And I love to see you there. Thank you, everybody. Adrian, I did it! I did it! This is Fusion Gyms, Grand Ave Fusion Gyms. We are gonna meet Danny Jacob, who is a mass monster. We're gonna hit a workout. When the workout is finished, I'm gonna rinse off, change clothes. We're gonna film an episode of Guest Pass. And it should be a good episode of Guest Pass. I'm gonna have a lot of insight because I'm gonna have a literal guest pass and then film the episode. So that should go over very well. You look great too.
Huge fan. Thank
Really?
You so much. Yes, absolutely. My name is Jeremy. I'm assistant manager.
One and only Ziegler monster here.
Welcome to Fusion Gyms. This is Danny Jacob. Danny Jacob is a professional trainer. He's also an online influencer, a bodybuilder, a fitness master. Did I leave anything out?
I like SpongeBob a lot. Fruity Pebbles, Chex Mix, the strawberry cream version. And I like the gym too, like him. So that's pretty much me.
In that order too.
Yeah.
I like Legos, motorcycles, long walks on the beach, quiet sunsets, and a gentle rain after a burrito.
Gentle rain, or your iPhone actually make gentle rain sounds when you go to sleep. So that's besides the point, yeah. Chest and some shoulders, maybe some arms, who knows? A little bit of everything.
Yeah, so I'm 2 or 3 weeks out from the first contest, so I'm dieted. So I think because of the trip, I'm 2 or 3 days rested. I can really kind of do whatever. Yeah. You trained back yesterday.
Yeah. We both trained back, so something chest, upper body.
Yeah. So, and we'll probably, how many sets and reps and like what type of?
Everything for me is usually 8 to 12 reps. Top set, heavy set, and then either a back off or a drop set, but 4 sets.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
We can do a mix of both our training, so.
Yeah, I normally do 2 or 3 working sets.
Yep.
One set will be 3 reps to 9. One will be like 10 to 16 in
fine.
there. And then if I do the third one, it's either because I thought I did a bad job on one of the first 2, so I do it again.
Yeah.
Or it felt really good, so I just want to do it again.
Yeah.
Or I do something like a drop set or a rest pause or something fun.
Okay.
So this sounds great. Yeah, super similar actually, I think.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Combination of, because mine's like a combination of like traditional thrown in with like
Optimal.
a little bit of hit, a little bit of high intensity. Because I really like Dorian Yates and I really like Mike, but I feel like they took their ideas, not Dorian, but I feel like Mike took it so far.
Yeah.
Because at the end of his career, he was like, oh, 1 set, 2 sets, once a week. So I understand the high intensity, the training till failure.
Yeah.
So I incorporate that. But then volume, I see more results and a better overall physique. You know, not just in the gym, but like the next day, as if like I'm having more retention too, just from a little bit more training. Not like full blown volume. So I have this mix of volume, high intensity.
Yep. No, I agree. Like I said, we'll mix a little bit of both our flavors in there and just get a good pump, an efficient pump. Obviously, you look crazy right now because you're so close to show, and I know you got that tight skin feeling.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely get at least a good pump. So
I was gonna say, your chest is awesome.
Yeah.
My chest is weak.
So
this will be good.
I'll say this: I have a wide chest. My genetically, I don't have this. You know that Arnold upper chest. I never had that. I have a very wide and strong chest, but I want to I wish I just had like, you know, how some people just walk around their upper chest is just like that. It's like this, and they'll do like a side chest. They can put like a cup on it. Like I don't have that. I have a very wide chest, so when I hit my poses, it looks wide, but it's like, you know, I've always struggled to build that upper deck shot. I do everything incline and everything like that. So
I don't think I have either. So
yeah,
let's go build it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go build it. Sometimes when I'm by myself, it's like I feel like I mentally almost give up sometimes, but like with him there, even if he's not helping, his hands being there for me.
Oh, that's very fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ronnie said that too. He has an interview where he says he would put numbers on reps because in his head, if he was like, I'm just gonna go till I fail, I'll fail at 7. But if I tell myself I have to do 10, he's like, I'll fail at like 9, 9.5. I like that, that's fair. Incline chest, dumbbell press.
My first ever show, that's where I actually met you for the first time ever. This was back in 2015 at Harrisburg. Was it?
Hold on, you met me in person in 2015?
You remember me, but yeah, at Harrisburg.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's our first met. I was telling people about that yesterday. I was like,
What was I doing? I was bodybuilding, but like, was I competing?
Yeah.
Were you competing too?
Yeah, I was in like a novice bodybuilding class. It's my first ever show.
Did you win?
I got a second in novice. I got second in novice. It was like I was natural. It was like 6 months into training. I just wanted to see what bodybuilding was like. You were the big. I think you won the show, honestly. It was northern. It was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, NPC show. I gotta find you the pictures.
I would love this. That's
I was
awesome.
telling him, I was like a little kid then, but I was like, when I first saw you, that's when I was like, holy shit, dude. Like mass. I've just never seen in person anyone that big at that time yet, you know? Seeing all these magazines and Instagram stuff, and then like going to the show, seeing like a big motherfucker, you know what I mean? I was like, holy crap. So yeah, man.
Man, I'm nervous to work out with you, man. You look so good. Yeah, and then I saw we had chatted some in like 2021. Yeah, because I saw that in our DM. But yeah, oh well, great. You've done a tremendous job. Congratulations. It's incredibly impressive. I'm very motivated by it. It's inspiring to see it because you did it. You started out, you got excited, and then you went the distance.
Listen, bro, like I found something I love, and I just kept going with it. And it never was to like be a pro or build a physique. I just kept going.
You did a great job. Yeah. So many guys get into it.
It's like they want to be an influencer. I'm like, okay, so what do you have within you to influence?
Sure, but that's, exactly. You don't get to decide if you're famous, if you're popular, if you're an influencer, if you're inspirational. You gotta, we do this because we love bodybuilding. Yeah, at the end of the day, if your goal, no matter what it is, whether you're bodybuilding or an actor or work, if your singular goal is to just be the best version of that you can be, then the money, the thing, it all falls into place. Yeah, no one trying hard as heck at anything in one direction for a very long time gets lost in the shadows. The cream, it always comes out.
I tell people, if you stick with something that you love, it's different from doing something that's forced.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be anything, I'm doing it, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be Danny Swole. I'm just Danny. I love the gym. I love having a personal life with my girlfriend, my friends. This just happens to be what I'm good at.
And don't you like being big?
I love being big. I was like, once I start being big, I'm like, well, I can't stop now. You now know what it's like to train heavy, in my opinion, because they'll go and pull up 120s for like 3 subpar reps. Whoa. All right, cut it to 70 pounds, slow it down times 3, and then tell me how you feel.
Right, exactly. Because if you slow down your negative 1 second extra, didn't you lose like 5 reps?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I tell people, I'm like, for me, when I see something that's impressive, someone's like a lot of weight but controlled.
My weights make me self-conscious publicly, because I'll come in here by myself.
All the time. When I'm doing like actual slow
training,
yes.
When I'm actually training, I'll have like 2 plates on that row, and my brain will be in my back, and I'll be like,
well, dude, I'll be curling 25.
I'll
I'll be here with 25, 20-pound dumbbells doing arms, and kids in here 65, 50. I'm like, that's cool, bro.
Me too. And like, I can pick them up, And when I was younger, I used to swing them. Like I used to, and it, like at the time, it felt like I was doing a good job too.
You aren't. But the thing is, it's like
days-
you learn as you get older. I feel like you learn how to train smarter, and you learn what mind to muscle connection is.
Yeah, and it's not
Yeah.
like when I was young, it's not like I didn't feel like I was doing a good job. But like as I got older and older, yeah, like it's like I can just do so much more work. You know, like all that finesse, all that squeeze.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, I feel good. I feel good. I just know that like 115, I'll probably get like 4. The last set I did like 9-ish, give or take. So I could do that. I'll probably, if I do 115, I'll be sub 6. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that 125 definitely heavy.
Oh, you're coming out too. Ooh, hell yeah. You look great. And you're strong.
I'm trying. That's the biggest thing, man. I think in the last 4 years, I started training heavier, but again, controlled and smart. My strength has gone through the roof, you know. But again, as you see, like I was as slow as I could possibly get. That's what I think is impressive, is controlling heavyweight. Even if it's 100 pounds, doing a controlled eccentric negative on those reps, so much more cooler than doing 170s, 180s for just
No, and you don't pause. You keep a nice
Well, for me,
momentum.
there's days
Not
I will,
momentum,
but like it's constant tension. So I come down here, I'll just keep going, and I almost won't lock my arms out, so I keep that constant tension.
I never, no, for me too. It's always constant tension, and then I pause to try to take away like any mechanical advantages and stuff. Yep. But that's so impressive.
Another good one. Isn't it a crazy thing when you're sitting there and you're like, I got this, and you're going, and then you get to a rep and you're like giving everything you got and it's just not moving.
It feels like your hands are like
you're like, oh shit. You're like pushing. You're making it not seem like you're trying, but you're trying. And you're sitting there and the weight's not moving an inch.
Good job.
What's next?
Want to fly a little bit, or you want to go more flat machine?
Yeah, we can do. There's a flat machine over there we can go for one more pressing movement, and then we can do flies. That work?
Mm-hmm. Now we're going to go to a flat machine press, plate loaded. Danny's great. Danny is strong. His form is fantastic. He's a very good bodybuilder. It's awesome. It's very motivating too. The strength with the form, that's the most impressive thing.
See how it feels, because some of these machines, how they actually contract is different, you know what I mean? Certain press motions I've noticed, it depends on how they're mechanically built. Some kind of go up on a pendulum swing versus straight up, you know what I mean? So, squeeze, push, 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 push. Good. Control.
Get great pumps, I have results, I look good. But mentally, yeah, I don't want to like go live or like, or I'm a little self-conscious or paranoid to work out with somebody I see on TV because they're like, they just seem so strong. And I'm like,
half the time, people in there be like, oh, bro, you could do 6 plates. I'm like, I mean, maybe I could, but for what benefit would that be? For you to say good job? Because I don't care about that. No offense, but like, it's not. I'm not doing this so someone's like I don't care if a viewer on Instagram's like, wow, 6 plates. I'd rather see someone teaching someone doing 2 plates with impeccable form, teaching someone to do it properly versus just putting 6 plates on, making someone maybe want to ego lift. You know what I mean? God.
I'm scared. I gotta call my mom to pick me up from school.
Sack of potatoes, it feels like 1,000,000 pounds to me. Oh, you're so tan too.
Me?
Yeah. Do you tan? I do.
I said, yeah, I mean, not like intending this. Like
I go on the bed. You jerk. Why are you so good?
Hungarian genetics, I swear. I always get super tan. What's your, what's your nationality?
Oh, white mountain.
Okay.
Yeah. Caucasian, I think.
Yeah.
The Caucasian Mountains,
Like, what are your parents like nationality?
Oh, well, technically I'm German and Polish.
I literally was gonna say German and Polish, bro.
Yeah, German and Polish. So I'm like translucent, and then like 6 weeks before the show or so, I start to tan, because the color, I'll turn that green. Yeah, I'll turn yellow and green because I'm so pale. You know, just.
I would sometimes do tan before show, depending on what time of year it was. In the summer, I get tan from being outside, but then I stopped tanning because of inflammation on the skin. You want to do a pec deck or a cable fly?
Oh, either one. I like both. We did incline, dumbbell press. Danny, wow, big numbers. Then we did a flat machine press. Now we're going to do a cable fly or a pec deck, depending on what's available next. So for me, what I'm trying to do is have the chest contract as hard as possible while getting my shoulders and my triceps out of it, and then putting my body in a position where it's gonna have the least mechanical advantage to do that. So it's gonna have to open up the biggest it can. So I try to stay wide. I try to keep my scapula gently pinched together just a little bit, which holds my shoulders down, which helps my rib cage stay big like that. But that's all I'm trying to do, is just contract and squeeze. And the harder I think I can do that, the better. So I'm not a terribly strong person to begin with. I never was. Probably one of the reasons I started working out in the first place, to gain strength. But as I squeeze and contract and squeeze and contract, there's a sweet point for me where I'm able to do that, what I feel is incredibly powerful while still controlling it, and then still failing in a rep range of anywhere from 4 to 12 or 15, depending on what we're doing. So, but Danny, very similar rep range, very similar everything. He's strong. He's a strong guy. And that alone is very motivating for me. Because when you're stuck by yourself or you're doing your own thing, it can really start to feel like you in your basement, and then there's maybe a guy or two in your gym, and then Mr. Olympia. And you forget like how many people are in between, trying so hard, putting out so much effort, so much thought, and might be doing better than you. And that's something to take into consider and apply as motivation and as strategy. So to hang out with Danny, super cool. To see him train so efficiently and then look so good because of that process, in a very similar fashion to me. and show me up on many of these sets. It's just awesome, super motivating. Like, look at the inside of the fingers, super cool.
Having a good workout. Did some pushing or pressing motions. Incline dumbbell, flat press, plate loaded. Now we're on to some flies. Getting nice and pumped and juicy. And obviously having a great time with good company. And I always say the friendships and relationships that you may build in the gym community could be second to none. So having a good time with Zeke, you know? That's what matters the most. And catching a pump while we're at it, you know what I mean? That was a solid set. All right. How you feel? Nice and full?
I feel exhausted.
Yeah.
And weak. But I feel fine. I feel good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel positive and I feel like there's blood in me.
Listen, I usually train again at the end of the day with meals in, and for me not having any meals in, I feel pretty damn good.
I've got like 4 hours of sleep over the last 4 days. We have filmed 7 episodes of Guest Pass. We have 7-hour flights. We had the car break down. Took me.
And flight delays too.
Oh, dude, I was in bed at like 2 a.m. last night, up at 7.
Yeah.
But I feel good. And you are just incredibly impressive. It is not only motivating, but intimidating as well.
Well, you know what's cool too? I say the same about you. Like a lot of people online, not saying they just look big online, but you've seen that, I'm sure, at expos where you've seen someone that you may have seen on Instagram, and you're like, oh, not saying doesn't look like them, but it's like Instagram always shows the best sides of people, right?
For sure.
And I see someone actually in person, they're like, wow, you're huge. You know what I mean? That's why I see in you too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, and people say, oh, you're actually big. I have people, you're actually big. I'm like, thanks. But it's just like, because they expect you to be smaller almost.
Yeah, like it's all like the lighting, or like you maybe.
Which it is, lighting does help and all that, but when you're just as impressive in person, it's that much cooler.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I try to like, not trick myself.
Yeah.
You know? 'Cause I like training alone, I really do. Because I can like put my music on, I can zone out, I can be on my own time and just lose my mind.
That's how I'm with him. Like, I love training alone, but he follows everything I do pretty much. But I just like having him there, like, so mentally, that's the main reason I like training. Sometimes he'll be like, all right, come on, 3 more, whatever. Not feeling alone, just that mental, pushing past that mental block, you know what I mean?
Like I would like to have a partner like you once a week or so, and then like come in here at like 2 a.m., music on, practice, and have that mental of you with 3 plates where I have 2. And I'll be like, well, Danny's doing 3, I want to do 3. And then we come back like a week later, you know? I'll do a good system.
I'll do the same thing. I'll watch a YouTube video, and then in my head I'll have that playing while I'm doing, like, well, man, it's like Rich did this, like, or you know, Callum did, like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
But yeah, see how mine comes in?
Yeah.
And yours is so wide.
That's what I'm saying. I have a wide. I don't have the up, but I have the width.
I don't have either.
You got nice guys.
Oh, this is fun. It's fantastic. My mouth is so dry. I feel like half of my lips have fallen off. So I gotta get some hydration. Hey, hey. I used to get into the hack squat and I used to put my finger, because it was like a freaking balloon. So I used to push it in and then my finger to the first knuckle.
Oh God.
I would hold it in the hack squat and then I'd have 3, 4, 5 plates and I would hack squat like this and I would hold my freaking organs in my stomach. And I did it for the better part of 5, 6 years. And then they told me that this one in my groin, they were like, this one, we can't really see it. That's not it, that's veins. That's a vein and that's a vein, here's my arteries. But it's like right in here. And they told me, they were like, it's so small, we can't even put a stitch in it.
Yeah.
They're like, so you could go your whole career, never need us. Oh, you need to work on your chest, you need to work on this. I'm like, dude, I've been working on everything. Well, that's what he said. Wasn't it something like that? Because you never hear it. Because it's always just pictures. But I assume it was something like that.
I was not expecting that, dude. They're gonna pose. I was scared. I almost farted. God damn. Oh man.
I was Tom Platz. I was Tom Platz and he was Lee Priest.
Oh, isn't it like some like?
It's a side. Yeah, something like that. Isn't that how it goes? He's like, and then I'm back here. Oh my God, dude! What the heck? For me to have the width, I can't flex my chest.
Yeah.
I have to flex the midsection, drop the shoulders, and then get the biceps. Because if I bring the chest in, look how
Oh yeah, like yeah.
it comes in, so I have to hold it to get that illusion. Out here in my giraffes, man.
Yeah. Sunshine and rainbow.
Adrian!
Yeah.
I did it!
There you go. There you guys.
We are in Claymont, Delaware, getting ready to compete at the Delmarva Classic. Welcome to the road.
Great, David Ziegler.
He's amazing and everyone's gonna see that.
Okay. I wasn't checking.